Right. So when I listened to the album, I was like thinking, oh, this is progression. Like, this is what progression sounds like. This is growth. And even like the concepts of the songs, it seems like you guys were on a mission to make this to just like rap about how you feel and what you want in life.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like to me.
For me, when we approached this, because as you know, we haven't put out music in a while.
7 years.
Jeez. But yeah, the way I personally wanted to approach it was, from that 7-year span, I wanted to give what I've learned and took from my experiences as a man, as just myself. Yeah. I just wanted to put it out there, because for me, you don't see me a lot. So music is how I speak.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pretty much just create a space where I could just be 100% myself. And moving forward, that's the only way my music will be made.
Yeah.
Because everything starts from a thought.
Yeah. And I mean, like, and also, like, just to tell better stories. Because, yes, when we were rapping before, we had six projects, each at least 20 to 15 songs. So that's a good body of work. But now that we're looking back on it, it's like we could have dived a bit deeper. We should have took our time and just slower the process and not just rapid fire projects out.
Yeah.
Because now that we look at it now, that's how you ruin a project, by just recording, not taking your time with a song and just putting out a project. You're wasting material, because maybe out of those 15 songs, you could have dived it down to maybe 10 songs, and you could have really took those 10 songs and really built the foundation of the story, instead of just building like a rapid fire type of song where you listen to it, it's kind of kiddish. You didn't really take no big steps with it. You just took a step.
Yeah.
You didn't really walk anywhere. So
because with these songs, it's a lot of substance.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's basically like you're just pouring out your hearts on some of the songs. Like, was that therapeutic? Did you mean to do that?
Yes, it was very therapeutic, and yes, that was the main focus. Was to just give everything, because if the audience, the consumer you're trying to reach, if you don't allow them to understand you as a person, or see you, like visibly see you through the music, they're not going to gravitate to you unless you have a gimmick or
that's true.
Something about you that classifies you.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that. I'm not a materialistic guy. So for me, it was just therapeutic to just create and give myself to the person via audio.
Yeah. So it's basically like, instead of just flashing money or rapping about money, you're rapping about how you feel.
Yeah, because like, even if you listen to our old stuff, we never really rapped about that. It was still the same. It was there, but it wasn't as in your face.
Yeah.
Plus, looking back, like as Freddie said, we had a lot of ideas. We put out a lot of projects, but we really should have taken our time with them. And that's what we stopped and said to ourselves working on Nimbus Clouds, was we were going to actually take our time. We were going to write the verse, we were going to revisit the verse, listen to the verse, dissect the verse, take out what doesn't need to be there. We didn't want any dead space.
Yeah.
We wanted to give you something that will, when you start listening to it from start to finish, it already is imprinted in your head, the image of what we were trying to convey. Sorry.
But yeah, at the same time, we look at it from this aspect as well. It was a gift. Because how do we know if we kept making music how the way we were making music?
Yeah.
How do we know that we were going to make what we're making now? How do we know we were going to still be in this space, this mental space that we're in, where we could have still been in the mental space we were back then, and we could have just been wasting music and just chucking music out that we liked, but nobody else liked. And now we're making music that we like, we love, we don't like, we love. And all of our peers, friends, and randoms,
it's us.
We're giving, they're telling us that we're doing something. We're making good music.
Yeah, and I would feel like it. I would feel like you guys love it, and other people love it because it's authentic.
Yes,
you just being who you truly are. I think that has a lot of power in it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put any falsehoods, false hopes. I didn't want to put anything of that nature on the project. I wanted it to be cohesive. I wanted to simplify where we were and where we are at this point in time, because that's what it really, like, if I can break the album down to you for how I saw it when I started it, but on my side of things, Cal means well. The album was, I guess the timestamp was set in a point where we were trying to find ourselves. Or not find ourselves, but we were, I guess, coming of age.
Yeah.
Like, we were reaching a point where we understood what we were put here to do.
Okay, yeah.
Because the album sounded completely different.
Oh, yeah.
The album, we probably have four different versions of this album. Because what we did was, we have basically songs written, beats form. We probably have like 20 of those done. But we're not going to do anything with that yet, because that was when we first got back into making music, and we wanted to make sure we still had it.
Yeah.
So we let that sit because we realized, okay, we can still do this. We got better.
Yeah.
So then we did the album, and we listened to the album, and we were like, this needs more. Like, it's not done yet, even though it technically was done. And we did that 4 times until we got to the point where we were like, this is it.
I can tell you the first building blocks for the album. It was the first initial song I recorded was Plain Views.
Okay.
And then, other than Plain Views, the second song, I believe, yes, it was The End, but it was only the chorus. I didn't write my verse, and Fred didn't write his verse until, I want to say, like 3 months after. Because a lot of the songs we would record, depending on the song. Some of the songs they just wrote themselves and they just got recorded. Mm-hmm. The other ones, they were like a slow burn. Like,
okay.
Like, we had to really figure out the direction we wanted to take with it.
So was it like real, like you just pulling from real experiences and wanting to...
100%.
It's everything. Because you can't always say everything.
Yeah.
You have to put it in a digestible way.
Yeah.
Because everybody interprets the music differently.
Yeah.
Because they get it from a different place than said person gets it from a different place than where you initially took them.
Yeah.
Because it's always it gravitates to everybody different.
That's true. Because even when I listened to it, it was right before I think it was before the pandemic. Or right when it started.
We sent you the first initial rough take of it. Yeah.
And I was listening to it when I moved back to Sackville.
Yeah.
And I was dealing with a bunch of stuff. And this was, in certain songs, it was just like helping me just chill out and stuff. It was like, it's almost like a dreamy type of sound to it.
And I wanted to
Takes you to a different place.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to. Each song I wanted to, or we wanted to put the listener in that environment. Mm-hmm. We wanted to give them the chance to, I guess, be there without being there.
Mm-hmm.
Like our stories build. It's like elevation, because if you listen to Dream Thief is almost like it's the same story, but it's told in 3 different ways. Because if you listen to it, it straight from Count Me As Well verse, it just goes there. Once it gets to mine, it goes somewhere else. But then once it gets to the last, it's like you're in a dream. Like that's just the way our music is, as if it's a story being told.
Yeah.
It's building. It's being born. It's coming into something.
Yeah,
it's not just like it's not just like a line, just a straight road.
It's more than like you guys. The songs you make, it's more than just a song. It feels like you're taking in information.
An event.
Yeah, basically.
And it's really just for me, it's a crash and burn. Because if you start peeling the layers of the album from when it starts, it's on a high note with energy.
Yeah.
Then you go to elevation, and then as it trickles down, I don't want to say it gets darker, but the message starts to show the faults of the person.
It gets very vulnerable.
Yes.
It's as if it takes you where you needed to be, what you needed to see, where you needed to go.
And if I can break it down even further, once you get to the end of the album, not the song, the end, but closer to the end, once you get to Perfect Storm, that's when it really peaks, when it gets to Perfect Storm. Because the initial story of that one is pretty much miscommunication, lack of conversation.
Yeah, I remember.
Just those elements that throw a situation off. But also, I wanted to change the ending of it to. I don't want to say soften the blow, but pretty much to speak on accountability. Yeah. Because if you listen to the song, it's said from the person who feels they did no wrong. Mm-hmm. But once you get to the end of the song, that person is taking accountability because now they understand. Because when you're in the moment, you don't see it from 2 perspectives. You see it from yours.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much the theme of the album. The theme of the album was pretty much understanding each situation, each moment in time, why were you placed in that point, and what you could have done to get out of it or to prevent. Yeah. So yes, once you get to the end of the album, at the end of Perfect Storm, if you listen to it, it's different from the initial chorus. So when you listen back to it, it's different, and I wanted to take accountability. And then once you get to the end, the end is the crash. Everything falls down at the end. So that's why I wanted to end the album off like that. I wanted to make it a crash and burn, go high, and then if you don't change, if you don't understand the bigger picture, this is what will happen. And then the bonus,
that's a very important lesson to even put into an album. Yeah.
And then, don't lose that thought. And then the 3 bonus songs, I wanted them to signify the moments in our lives that helped us reach that point, the points that showed us okay, you're not moving like you have to get out of there.
Yeah.
And then the third was the one that, to me, was the most important one. Just vent, just get it out. Don't, I find at times we hold everything in.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver, for me, was the highlight of the album. That was...
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
That made the album for me. That was the finishing touch.
That we knew. Once we heard, once Dennis was done that verse, we knew.
Yeah.
We don't need nothing else. This is what holds everything together. And just the way he constructed the song. I love the fact that the song it takes you everywhere. Like it's not like your standard structure song.
Yeah, it's not.
Listening to it, you feel like where am I going? At one point we're here, at one point we're there, but at the same time it still sounds like it's cohesive.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's just a mess. And that's what I love about that song.
It sounds genuine, and it's like
it was from an honest place.
Yeah, exactly. And you can tell. Like, you can tell when it's coming from an honest place.
And a lot of the production for it, I made all the beats, and a lot of the songs we made them for it, and then a lot of songs they were just meant for it.
Mm.
Like they were, Dolo was holding that beat for. He was holding it for a minute.
He was holding it for. I'd probably say
this guy was trying to rush the guy to make the song. And I told him, I was like, let him do his thing.
As soon as I heard the rough cut, I said, man, you got to get this song. You got to get this song going. And he took his time with it.
I remember when I first heard it. You played it for me.
And you heard the rough one, really rough one.
And even when I heard that, I was like,
you were sold. You were like, I need this.
Yeah.
It was that song.